This is Calyx of IBornStudio weekly podcast on acting, and today we heard a few stories of new and seasoned actors who took numerous amount of acting and audition classes. The honest truth about that is they are not ready for the big roles. Most audition goes for months and actors do not get a gig. Not even a small role they could have booked at the moment. Reading these stories, listening to their interviews, and reading some acting books, I am giving you the answers to this burning question about simplifying acting and how to prepare yourself before going to audition. There was an article posted in April 15th of 2019 by Lindsay McCormick, and the title goes, 4 audition hacks that will get you noticed. I am sure at this point in the game we all viewed ourselves as audition professionals. We had our share of casting call, auditions, and one-on-one reading with the producer or director. But what really works? What tactic lands you the big job? While auditions truly are subjective, there are something you can do to make sure your headshot is always one of the few that remains on the casting desk until the very end. For us to continue, we must know that you gotta prepare yourself. Some of us have to build websites to showcase some of our clips if the need persists. Going forward, one of the 4 elements in this article: do your research on the show or network you are auditioning for. That's quite clear. She also said, please don't just go to audition without knowing who you are facing or have no clues on the story. She said she cannot stress this loud than to say, do. And if you are lucky enough to also get the information of the director or casting director you will be auditioning for, study up on them as well. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Nowadays, no one is truly anonymous. She remember when auditions were her first way out of the door. She mentioned a UFC fighter that she knew. The casting director liked thanks to that Instagram photo. She said that was the last thing he heard. He had to remember her, and she booked the job. When researching the show, especially if a show that's been around for a season or 2, most casting directors, have you ever seen the show before? Even if it's just 1 episode, watch it. It shows them that you already understand the background and mood of the show and are more prepared than others who have not. Number 2, dress the part. Don't dress the same for MTV casting audition as you for Nickelodeon kids show. You must research hosts who have previously worked for that network to see how they dressed and then your own spin on it, likewise or style-wise. If you look like the talent they're typically hired, it will be much easier to picture you on their network. Let's go to point number 3. Find a way to stand out. Whether it's your unique personality, hilarious jokes, or your mention of the UFC fighter, be different. Lindsay auditioned for the home shopping net and they asked what her favorite thing to shop for and wear. She said loudly, iconic sports memorabilia. Then talk about her base cards. She was her instinct was right. The rest of the women in line to audition had a different answer for that because her agent got a call immediately after the audition. Therefore, fellow listener, put your game on and act like you know it to nail that audition. Point number 4, the final point from Miss Lindsay's article. Nail actual audition, which is what she is trying to tell. In other words, if you don't come with everything memorized and nail the talent portion of the audition, the extra stuff doesn't matter. Margot Robbie auditioned for the movie Focus. After not sleeping for 2 days and while wearing wet sneakers and jean shorts after an airline lost her luggage, but I guess she had done her research and prepared enough that it didn't matter what she was wearing because she absolutely nailed the audition. This post was originally published in April 27, 2017, but since then it has been dated. On further review of content, you might want to look at other articles. Number 1, distraction you need to avoid when audition. It came out on April 3rd, 2019. And Benedict Peters, number 1 piece of audition advice. That one also came out in April 9th, 2019. My fellow friends, family member, boys and girls, audition is a trick. Technique master, not a game. You have to be prepared. You have to understand what you're doing and you come with your game. Saying that, let's go down further. This gentleman is an LA agent of Backstage in LA, but his name is Secret Agent Man. I have been reading his articles for years. That article stand out, so I will share it with you all. He says 3 easy things to do when looking to grow your talent, and it was posted in January 16, 2017. First, he asks that question, how good are you? Seriously think about it. Most of the actors and secret agents meet isn't talented enough to compete on mainstream role. They have the basic skills, but that's about it. And mediocrity is a fast ticket to nowhere. Hence the reason IBornStudio Podcast is on the bandwagon, giving you the most accurate, simplest form of practices and procedures to follow when embarking on your acting career. Now I want you to listen to the Secret Agent's man's advice and questions. How can they improve? In other words, how can an actor improve their skill? The answer is always the same. Stay in class, study, get better, then solid advice. But here is the rub. There are a lot of struggling actors out there who have been training for years without showing much improvement. Why is that? The answer is simple. They don't know how to study. Here is my point. IBornStudio have been announced that if you cannot make acting simple, it is never going to be enough for you to grab, understand, and perform professionally. The bottom line is that there is a right way and a wrong way to study acting or anything. Let's start with the class you are in. Let's say you are taking class. Next time you are in there, take a look around. Are the other students better than you? Or are you the top dog? The right class is one where you are the least talented person in the room, like you are being challenged on every level. True learning begins outside the comfort zone, and you should give some thought to your teacher. It should be someone you respect, not fear. A person who understands your strengths and limitations. And most importantly, the right teacher has to be someone you can talk to without feeling uncomfortable. If you want more advice on this topic that I have mentioned from the Secret Man, read The Sign of a Good Acting Teacher. It's an article. Just search it in whatever browser you want to. It might just come up. Again, the name is The Sign of a Good Acting Teacher. You want to know what signs to know if that teacher is a good teacher? That article will reveal that for you. Now,